This is a demonstration of how to clean and maintain the HK USP and pretty much all of its cousins. And all the stuff, most of the stuff that we'll go over will also apply to other rifles, shotguns, handguns, bicycles, fishing reels, so on and so forth. Everything that we're going to talk about is talked about inside your manual. So if you have specific questions on a lot of things you have with your pistol, the first place you should look is inside your manual, not only because it's the official answer, but it'll save you time so you don't have to wait for somebody on the internet to answer your questions. But I'm pretty much going to go step by step about what's in that manual and put some emphasis here and there where I think they didn't elaborate how much they should have. The things you're going to need. I bought a while back the little HK cleaning case. Comes in a little nylon kit. It's about 35 bucks, I think. There are a lot of cleaning kits available at Walmart, Midway, Cabela's, whatever. Like a master cleaning kit that looks like this guy. It'll have all kinds of calibers inside of it. The one I showed you from HK is caliber specific to 40 and 10 millimeter. But pretty much any cleaning kit you buy, whether it be at Walmart, will have the materials that you'll need in order to clean something. For a pistol, you'll need the cleaning rod with the handle, and there should be a patch holder of some kind. I use a patch pusher, which is what this little brass piece is for. Some things will come with a, I guess this is the patch holder. I don't use that, and if I remember to, I'll explain why I don't use that. You'll need a bore brush. This comes, typically it'll come like that. This has an extension on it that threads in. Some kind of nylon brush. This is the one that came with the HK cleaning kit. A toothbrush will work. You know, it doesn't have to be a high strength, low density tactical toothbrush or anything. It can just be a regular old toothbrush. Just as an addition, I have a little set that's got the nylon, it's got the brass brush, and it's got a steel brush. I do use the brass brush in cleaning, but I don't typically use the steel one. You'll also need cleaning patches. Nothing special about those. You can cut up an old t-shirt if you want to. And Q-tips. A lot of people really don't like Q-tips for good reasons. Explain that later. And a wiping rag. There's a silicone cloth that I typically use, but I don't have it here with me. So when do you clean? You'll clean pretty much every time after you go to the firing range, or every 12 months. That's when you do a normal cleaning. A normal cleaning is just what we're going to do here. A major cleaning, which is sometimes referred to as a detailed cleaning, the manual says to perform it after 500 rounds, or when the pistol is exposed to sand, dust, water, especially salt water, or other visible contaminants or foreign matter. For example, I did a detail strip / major cleaning after I did my little torture test on this pistol. So in normal cleaning, first step. Oh, I forgot to mention chemicals. There are a lot of chemicals out there. Some are cleaners, some are lubricants, some are cleaners / lubricants. I typically use something that's strictly a cleaner, and then something else that's strictly a lubricant. I use gun scrubber, can be picked up from Walmart, as the cleaner, and I use rim oil as my lubricant. Now the purpose of lubricant, obviously the purpose of lubricant, it's going to be on all your metal pieces to avoid corrosion, to help these metal pieces resist corrosion. What it's also going to be doing is it's going to serve as lubrication between two moving parts. And that's essential, obviously, to reduce wear on your parts and to make the pistol feel smoother. The manual defines how much lube you should have. They define no lube, light lube, medium lube, and heavy lube. No lube, obviously, surface is dry. Light lube, when you run a finger across the surface, yields little or no lubrication on your finger. Medium lubrication is there will be some lubrication on your finger, but not to the point where it will drip. And heavy lubrication will be where oil will run down the surface when it's held in a direction where it can run down the surface. Nowhere on the USP are you going to use heavy lubrication. Well, I use heavy lubrication in a couple of places, but I wipe it off so that it turns out to be medium lubrication, and I'll show you that later. So first thing, disassemble your pistol. If you don't know how to do this, I have a video about it. Feel free to check that out. And I'm just going to go over this pretty quickly. This is already a clean pistol, so I'm just going to show you how to do it. Alright. I typically start with the frame. Let me make sure I don't miss anything from what they say here in the manual. First thing you're going to do with the frame, on this polymer, don't use gun scrubber. There is polymer safe gun scrubber out there. I haven't bought that. Even this gun scrubber that's supposedly not polymer safe, I've used it on this polymer with no ill effects, but that gun scrubber really dries things out. So you got to know a little bit about the chemicals you're using and whether or not they're going to harm this polymer. Gun scrubber, like I said, is pretty harsh, and it didn't hurt. So you want to clean off anything where carbon's present. You know, I'll take a patch and wipe it all the way around here with oil. This will be soaked with oil. Just wipe it down there, and then I'll take gun scrubber and clean off these metal pieces. And that'll be the slide rails. There are 4 of them. This, and this. And then wipe off the trigger bar, wipe off every metal piece I can get to with cleaner. And then after that, I'll spray a little lubricant in here where the trigger return spring is, and then spray a little lubricant where the trigger meets the trigger bar, and then spray lubricant in this direction and on top of what I call the hammer box area. Now in this area I do put heavy lube. Let me give you an example. Because you don't take any of these pieces out in a normal cleaning, you got to have the oil so that it'll drip down inside and have oil on every piece inside of that. And that's part of the corrosion resistance we talked about earlier. So I'll just spray that down. I don't really wipe it down because I'll show you what we'll do with that later. But after you squirt oil into all those places, then you'll wipe down everything. And most of the stuff in here is going to be medium lubrication. So that's pretty much all there is to the frame. Just clean off the inside and lubricate all the metal parts, and that'll be consistent with pretty much any gun you clean. Now the recoil assembly, my bell just rang off, so we will go to part 2.